Hi, I'm John Diaz, President and Broker of First Nation Realty and Investment. I'm also a certified distressed property expert. I'm here to talk to you today about short sales. What is a short sale, many people ask? A short sale is when you sell your property for less than the amount owed to the bank on the mortgage. So for example, if your property is, you owe $200,000 and you sell it for $100,000, there's a $100,000 difference, which in a foreclosure, the bank forgives you that. In a short sale, they forgive the difference, and in a foreclosure, they can pursue you for that $100,000 deficiency balance. In almost all cases, in the short sales, the sellers are walking away without having to pay anything. People ask, well, is that really true? It sounds too good to be true. The banks are never going to do that. Yes, they are. The banks are going to do that because it's less of a loss to them. One of the things we recommend is that you talk to an experienced real estate agent to help you to go over the options and help you avoid the foreclosure. Our agents at First Nation Realty have had extensive training and experience in helping people with foreclosures. So if you're past due on your payments or getting pre-foreclosure letters or down to your last pennies in savings, you can contact us. If you're one of those millions of people affecting the foreclosure, know that there are options. This also would be a good time to contact or get a consultation from a tax professional and your real estate professional. Like I said, there are options and other alternatives. Some of those options are, we're going to explain in a second, are loan modifications and short sales. But before we go to that, I want to go over what you're eligible for, what makes you eligible for a short sale. You must have experience of what they call financial hardship, or you're having a hard time, trouble making the mortgage payment. They look at your monthly income and they're looking for shortfalls. So in other words, that your expenses are more than your income and you can't afford the property. Also, they're looking for insolvency, which is that you don't have any assets or money or savings or liquid assets available to pay on the mortgage, or you're close to exhausting those assets that you have. Some of the benefits of a short sale are it allows you to rebuild your credit faster. You can avoid the deficiency judgment. In the case we spoke about earlier, someone's $100,000 in the hole. In a short sale, they forgive it, versus in a foreclosure, they can go after you for that amount. You're also eligible to purchase a home in some cases 2 years later versus 7 years later in a foreclosure, or 5 to 7 years. Also, one of the most important things, it does not challenge your current employment or your future employment. Even government jobs, if you have foreclosures and they haven't been addressed, it's an issue for your employment. The main options for foreclosures are loan modifications, but only 500,000 of 3.5 million foreclosures have been able to get approved for a short sale. A loan modification is where sometimes they'll lower the payment to 4% or 2% for a period of time to make the payment more affordable. It is on a temporary basis. You have to reevaluate it in the future. And the information that we're getting is that people are still defaulting later. So it's not really a cure, it's a temporary situation, and the bank looks at your financials and they'll look at them in the future. Obviously, we're talking about short sales where you sell the house for less than what it's worth. And short sales, so you know, are very detailed and paperwork intensive. When considering a short sale, it's critical you work with a trained professional who specializes in short sale and has had experience in successfully helping people close their short sales. The third option is a foreclosure. Sometimes you can do what's called cash for keys, where you turn in the house. One of the biggest problems for the lenders is that people are physically damaging the property. They are taking the fixtures, or sometimes they move out. They go rent somewhere else, and then someone comes in and steals and does vandalism in the home. This leaves everybody up to legal, with legal liabilities. So they do have a new program where they give you some money to move out if you turn the house in a good condition. But again, the foreclosure is your worst option. Some of the top 4 mistakes that people make is, number 1 is doing nothing, just letting the time go by and doing anything versus talking to someone, and maybe you can short sale and save your credit and save your future jobs and save not having to have the banks come after you later for deficiencies and sue you for judgments. The second one is calling someone who does not specialize in short sales. I've had many people come to me, they tried to sell their house for 6 or 9 months, now they're really in the hole, and I've had to, try to help them, but with the clock ticking against us because they worked with someone who had no idea, who never closed a short sale before in their life. The third one is not calling because you think you'll have to pay money. Again, we're helping people every month close their short sales and they're not coming up with money. And the fourth one is paying a little bit and hoping that the market's going to come back. Keep in mind, again, as we mentioned, that they don't expect us to reach the 2006 levels for the next 20 years. In closing, please contact the First Nation Realty agent who's specialized in the details of a short sale. Keep us in mind and we can go over the options and give you a free consultation. You should also seek to talk to a tax professional. Call us for your free consultation at 561-242-3339.